Let's go! Exalt his name!
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Yeah, we got some things here you're gonna love, and you're going to actually learn. For those of you who are aware and not aware, you're gonna learn a few things about this. Talking about castor oil now, using it on a regular basis, and it could be used in a lot of ways, for internally as well and externally. You can use it for skin, you can use it for your hair, and believe it or not, you can use it to flush the system out. So you take like a tablespoonful of it, which is one of the things we used to do back in the summertime, before we go back to school. When I was a kid in those days, our parents would give us 1 tablespoonful of castor oil to drink, and that would literally flush our system out. For that entire day we were stuck at home. No running around in the yard, no running around in the neighborhood. We just have to be on that toilet duty all day long, and it definitely will flush your system out. It's actually even good for parasites, so it will also flush parasites out of your system. You can use it for doing that. If you want to get certain things that happen in the skin, like for instance, we have it's good for the skin it will also cause cramps for some people. Give you diarrhea, which is what the goal is, and may give you nausea. It's not recommended for someone who is pregnant or breastfeeding to use without speaking with a doctor or getting some advice from a doctor. It's not that you can't not take it, but it might be something that could be carried over to the child if you're breastfeeding. So it's not advised. But it's good for detox, and it's also good for using it on your skin in terms for where you may have eczema, psoriasis, or acne. This is perfect for that. Another thing that we used to do with it is like, in most cases, when you use it, you want to really get it like lukewarm. So in these days, you can probably zap it in the microwave for a few seconds to heat it up. But back then, we would heat it up using candles. We just put it over a little candle burner and get it heated up that way. I don't know if when you use it and zap it in the microwave, if it's losing anything, but the microwave destroys a lot of things. So you can also heat it up by putting the bottle in. If you have a bottle, you put it in a pot of boiling water. That heats it up as well. So it's good for moisturizing the skin. You can use it on moisturizing your skin. It soothes an inflammation, and it's good for reducing scars. So if you got a cut or somewhere and it heal, you keep putting this on your hand daily. This will eventually get rid of the scars. It's good for what you call menstrual cramps, and you just rub it in that area. Generally, because this skin is your biggest organ. Everything that you put in your skin, you can just expect it to go into your body at some point in time. So we would normally rub it around our navel area and keep dabbing it around that navel area, and within 30 minutes you get results for some different doses or different medications that we different things that we take for medications is in the liquid form. We rub it around the navel and your body absorbs it that way. So it's good for hair growth, excellent for hair growth. If you put it in your hair, you actually want to not just rub it in your hand and rub it in your hair like you do Vaseline. Vaseline is actually not good for you because that's petroleum you're putting in your body. But you want to use it and you part your hair into rows and you apply it in the root of the hair and throughout your whole scalp, and then you can just, after you finish doing that, then you can just rub the hair together. You don't really want to apply it all over the hair because it works its way back out, and even if you take a shower the next day, you're not going to be washing it out from taking the shower because it's that thick of an oil. For you to wash it out, you have to use a lot of shampoo, and one shampoo course would not get rid of it immediately. You have to use a couple courses of shampoo to wash your hair out. It's good for the GI tract, or anything that's going on in your stomach that's not working out right. You can take a tablespoon. It will clean that system out for sure. So it helps with your digestive aid. It's a pain reliever. It absolutely will boost your immunity. And another thing that is good for wound healing. So if you got a wound here, a cut or whatever there, instead of going to the doctor or so, if it's not something that you need stitches for, I always recommend getting it lukewarm, and you use one leaf of, if you have the leaves of, we call it big thyme, but it's oregano. The leaf, you put the leaf and you rub it in the leaf, and you just tie it down on the hand, and within a few days, heal. I'm not kidding you, it's healed. It will, because what the leaf is doing, it sucks out all the irritants that comes out of the hand, which normally would cause the swelling. It sucks that out. So, and then when you lift it up, you'll just see it fuse together. It's unbelievable how it does that by itself, So maybe sometime you guys could give it a try and see how useful that castor oil is for a lot of things that you could do. That would have you go to the hospital and have you freak out over things that you shouldn't be worried about. You'll find it in these days. You'll find it in a lot of lubricants. You'll find it in soaps, and you'll find it in cosmetics. It's even used in some biofuels. The castor oil is very, very, very powerful. And the seed, you probably will never see the seed in America, but the seed is actually toxic. So the seed has a white pulp, and the seed can kill. The result of the seed, inducing that seed, it will kill. Not that we have not done it before in my days growing up, but we just never chewed it, we just swallowed it like that. So, back in these days, there are a lot of things that our foreparents have tried and realize what the outcome is, and realize it's only death that's going to be the end of it. But after going back and forth, even for instance, certain fruits, if you don't wait for that fruit to open up on its own, and you pry that fruit open and you eat that fruit, it's going to kill you. If you let it open up on its own, you can eat it. And I'm talking about ackee. That's another fruit that used in the Caribbean, and these things came from was brought over by the slaves. They use it in these parts of Nigeria and those places. They still use those things over there. But needless to say, the power and the benefit of using castor oil on a daily basis instead of putting Vaseline on your body is great. You find it in a lot of places. I normally get it from that Big M place. Don't want to say the name, and it's not so expensive. You can get it in Whole Foods. I'm gonna have to say the name. Whole Foods has it as well, and you check it out and start using it as a lotion, or you can even put it in your bed, and you can put it in your hair. It helps growth of your hair naturally, and it moisturizes your hair so you don't have dry scalps. That's one of the way you fight drowsiness. So if you put it in your scalp, you will fight getting drowsy. So it has a lot of useful herbs for that you could use it all over your body, and it keeps your body tender because your skin will never dry out. In these times, in the winter months like that, that's the great benefit of using it in the winter months. Yeah, so I would advise, if you have not started using it yet, at this time, it could be something to think about. Shalom.